When navigating the modern dating market, young and attractive individuals often face a profound dilemma regarding when they should settle down and when it is wiser to keep waiting for a better partner. The core desire is typically a committed relationship and a family, but people strive to secure the absolute best partner possible, rather than settling for less. Since their teenage years, attractive individuals experience a continuous stream of romantic attention. This attention multiplies if a person maintains physical fitness, takes care of their body, pursues education, or develops an engaging personality. Generally speaking, people naturally gravitate toward candidates who operate within their perceived league. If someone encounters a person more than 2 points below them on an imaginary rating scale, they will typically avoid pursuing them. When a significant disparity exists in appearance, financial status, or social standing, both men and women recognize that the dynamic lacks balance. While individuals might occasionally be open to casual flings with someone slightly outside their standard range, they rarely take such connections seriously. To conceptualize this, it helps to imagine every person as occupying a dynamic numerical range. For example, if someone is an 8 out of 10, their dating range fluctuates from a 7 when they are slacking off to a 9 when they are performing at their best. This numerical framework explains why people sometimes react with extreme offense or amusement when approached by someone they consider vastly inferior. When an individual views themselves through the lens of exceptional status, receiving unwanted attention from someone they view as a peasant feels like a direct insult to their self-image. However, this situation is complicated by the fact that human beings frequently harbor a distorted perception of their own worth. Men often evaluate their value not based on their current reality, but on their grand ambitions for the future. A man might picture himself achieving a muscular physique, building a successful business, driving a luxury car, and dressing impeccably. Yet, in his present day-to-day life, he might wear ill-fitting, stained clothes, struggle financially, and carry excess weight. Despite this reality, he reassures himself by believing his worth is defined by who he will eventually become. Consequently, he might mentally rate himself as a 9, while others objectively perceive him as a 4. When this man attempts to court a woman who is an 8, he genuinely believes he is offering a fantastic deal based on his future potential. Naturally, the woman feels deeply offended that someone in his current condition assumes he has a realistic chance. A strikingly similar psychological trap ensnares women as well. During their school or college years, many women enjoyed a phase where they were the popular, cheerful, and universally desired figures. They internalize this identity and preserve that flattering self-image. However, as time moves forward, their circumstances and appearance shift, yet they fail to update their internal evaluation. Because they still view themselves as a 9, they continue waiting exclusively for elite men within that same high range. In reality, fewer and fewer suitors desire them as each day passes, creating a brutal dilemma. The heart of this dilemma is that while everyone wants to lock down the highest quality partner available, human time is finite, and personal desirability often declines with age. This forces a difficult crossroads. Should a person compromise and settle for the partner directly in front of them, or continue playing the dating game, while knowing the journey becomes harder every single day? This is rarely an easy decision. Fortunately, strategic adjustments can improve your standing without changing your core traits. Consider a scenario where an ordinary American man travels to Mexico. Back in the United States, he might be viewed as a 5 where nobody pays attention to him. However, simply by virtue of being American, speaking English, and earning in dollars, locals might look up to him and elevate his perceived value to an 8. He might fall for a woman who is considered a 7 locally, but whom he perceives as a 9 because he finds her warm and exotic. He values her more than she values herself, and she values him more than anyone back home did, leading both to feel they have hit the jackpot. This dynamic reveals a powerful principle. One effective strategy is to go where your existing traits are more deeply appreciated. Similar patterns appear across various professions and social environments. For example, airline pilots frequently achieve remarkable success with flight attendants because flight attendants understand the demands of the profession and hold pilots in high admiration. The same phenomenon applies to theater and film directors, forming connections with actresses, or individuals crossing geographical and cultural boundaries between North America, Europe, and Latin America. By placing yourself in an environment where your unique background naturally stands out, you can bypass much of the friction found in standard dating pools. Ultimately, certain fundamental elements consistently maximize an individual's market value regardless of location. For women, the most powerful booster is dedicating themselves to activities they are passionate about while maintaining good health and attractiveness. For men, the primary driver of market value is the proven ability to generate financial stability and success. By understanding these underlying market dynamics, recognizing our own perceptual biases, and choosing environments wisely, we can navigate the complexities of modern romance with greater clarity and effectiveness. Like and subscribe for more cognitive insights. Have a nice day.